Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We outside, y'all. If you're new here, my name is Monse and this is the Cosmic Creation a 144. And if you're returning like always, you already know what's up. Thank you for being here. Thank all of you for being here. Returning, new. I appreciate every single one of you. Don't forget to hit the like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. Also, hit that notification so you guys can get like the alert when your girl posts a video. Okay? So I'm gonna say it. I wasn't gonna post. I actually wanted to come and just enjoy nature, be out, get a little grounded. Okay, I took off my sneakers, walked on the grass, and you guys, I'm on a different side of the park that I normally am. I'm usually like on the other end. And you guys hear that plane? It's crazy because as soon as I got here, they got started. Let me just trying to look put together. And so like yeah, so when I was getting ready, right, I was just listening to a reading and I was getting ready, you know, just whatever. And I saw the deck that I got, that it's called the Sacred Language of Light, the Secrets Language of Lights. And then I saw the Kipperish. I saw these two. In my mind's eye, I was like, Spirit, what you talking about? So I was like, whatever, right? I just left it alone. So I was like, okay, Spirit wants me to do a reading. But it's still, I wasn't, right? And then I got the kids ready. I got myself ready. And then boom, as soon as I went into my room, because that's where I have all my decks. I have my decks scattered, y'all, okay? Because your girl ain't got it like that to be having a whole fancy schmancy setup. So we got to do what we got to do with what we got for the time being. 222 on the time. Maybe that's going to be getting balanced out for me, for you, if you're experiencing like a similar situation, you know, that you running low on funds. Maybe you're gonna get a job, or whatever it is that you're doing is gonna take off, because we did hear that airplane, right, like literally right over me. Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, so yeah, I went into my room, I changed and everything, and then I always hear, look over there. And then it's almost like somebody goes like that. It's the feeling that I get. 303. Yeah, that somebody grabs me from here and just goes, look, like that. That's the feeling that I get. So I turned, and again, my eyes went straight to the light deck. So here we are, y'all. And you know what? I'm gonna put my sweater on, because at first when I got here, it was calm, and now the wind just picked up. I'm seeing like the grass moving like this. So I just feel like Spirit's here, the energy's here. Let's get it popping, okay? I don't know if I said it yet, but I'm gonna say it again. Hit the like, okay? Comment, share, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much for supporting. This is how it goes? I think, I don't know. I haven't worn this sweater in forever. But I just grabbed what I saw, and this is what I saw. And look what my shirt says. Mañana será bonito. To mama. Ooh, no. Or maybe some of you need to tell your mothers that. You know, that definitely don't resonate with me, because if you have visited my other channel, you guys already know how I feel about the lady that raised me, okay? Well, the lady that I low-key grew up with, because she didn't even fucking raise me. She was supposed to, but the bitch didn't. And now I know why. But anyways, yeah, so maybe that's something that some of you need to do if you have a mama that is wonderful, amazing, that has been an amazing mama. Maybe you need to tell your mama that. I don't know, because that's exactly what came out my mouth. So yeah, let's see. I've never actually, I just pick up the energy from it, but maybe we might get into the book. Okay, I don't know. Spirit wants me to like pull and clear. Okay, so oh, I just heard clear and cut, like clear and cut. You hear that plane again? I don't know. I feel like we're about to get into something that's just very straightforward, very straight to the point, very this is what it is. Okay, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Thank you, Spirit. This is what it is. Okay, and you guys, quick little side note, bro. Look at my dog. So I had a wow soulmate is at the bottom of the deck. I just heard for some of you, maybe something's gonna come out about romance, because maybe you're already in a relationship and you want to know if this is your person, or this might be your person, or this could be your person, or is that a confirmation that we might talk about a connection that you might be in already, and you just want to know if this is something to, if this, thank you, Spirit, if this is something worth your time. And I think Spirit's about to tell you, que sí, yes. I saw divine masculine. Okay, I just saw divine masculine. Sorry, I was just fixing the cards because I don't want to happen what was happening yesterday, that all my cards kept tripping. Like, I don't know, that was a very weird energy. You know what that, wow, I just got this. I don't know why, but maybe that was the energy of somebody like wanting to get right, but then they always go back to reverse. Does that make sense? Like maybe somebody's trying to come to the light, but they just know the darkness all too well, right? Maybe that's that past person that was in that energy yesterday, that karmic masculine. Maybe they're trying to, you know, call on the divine, but I feel like they were just too far in the dark. Maybe they've lost spiritual, we have soul's journey. This one flew out, so we're gonna use it. Look how pretty that is. And yesterday I was hanging out with a friend and we were just staring at the sky, and we were talking about the stars and how we were watching the clouds move, but like move just rapidly. Like one side of the sky was like full of clouds and the other one was clear as day, and then we can see like pieces of orange in the sky and purple. I don't know. Versica Pisces. Versica Pisces. I can't with people. What else, Spirit? Let me see if I can like let's see what we got. Soul's Craft. Cinco. I heard cinco. So we pull in 5. Wow. Insane. Woo. Soul Love. Damn, a lot of like soul craft, soul journey, soul love. You know what I'm getting for like I keep hearing turned off. Maybe your soul was turned off. Maybe you haven't felt anything in a really long time. Wow. On the bottom of the deck, we have sensitivity, and then I cut at divine masculine. And this is what I was going to say too in the beginning. Once I got here, right, I took a moment, walked on the grass for a second, did a little prayer, said hello to my ancestors, connecting with nature. And as soon as I started connecting, I started crying. But I wasn't sad. It wasn't sad. And then I was like, oh my God, Spirit, what's going on? And so I got myself together, right, and I continued to pray. And I kept seeing like somebody in meditation. So maybe some of you need to go to the park and meditate, and I'm gonna put myself in that, okay? Maybe that is one thing that we should all do. Maybe meditate more outdoors than indoors, okay? Or I mean, a little bit of both. Maybe in the morning you can meditate outside, and at night, 11:11, as I'm saying that, thank you, Spirit. Maybe during the day you can meditate outside, and at night, you meditate inside. Or I mean, hell, meditate under the moon. I don't know, because I was literally doing that with my friend yesterday. We were just chilling outside the whole time, under the moon, under the stars. So I don't know. So I was like, oh my God, Spirit, what's going on, right? And I dried my tears, whatever, and I continued my prayer. And then when I started calling upon my ancestors, I just felt my heart it just felt overjoyed. You guys have no idea, and I'm gonna cry now. I'm not gonna cry. And maybe this is why. Maybe some of you are feeling like very sensitive at this time. Maybe certain things make you cry. Because I feel like somebody's soul is waking up. 12:12, as I'm saying that, somebody's spirit is waking up. Somebody's joy is waking up. I feel like for some of you here, for whoever this is for, your soul, when I mean your soul, it's like metaphorically in a way, like your spirit, everything was dead. Everything was asleep. Everything was like there was no love. There was no joy. There was no happiness. Oh my God. Spirit is saying there was nothing but heartache. Heartache. Maybe caused, right, by love from a person, love from family, love from friends. Like maybe this like your spirit getting shut off because of how many times you've been betrayed in love or with family and shit like that, right? And so maybe right now that you've done so much work on yourself, that you have done, hold on, I'm gonna move this shit real quick. Okay, maybe now that you have worked on yourself, and you're still working on yourself, and you're still doing the work and everything, now maybe that's why you're feeling extra, thank you, Spirit, extra sensitive. Because your soul is starting to live again. Your soul is starting to feel again. Your soul is starting to remember what love feels like, what joy feels like, what passion, thank you, Spirit, what passion feels like. Having passion for someone or having passion for something, right? And you're just like so overwhelmed with that joy of feeling those things again that you might be extra sensitive. And you're like, why in the hell am I crying because I'm watching a movie and the mother and the daughter reunite after 10 years of not seeing each other? Why is that shit making me cry? Right? You're like that. Why am I crying because I'm seeing a brother and a sister playing, and they're like loving on each other the way a brother and a sister are supposed to? 444 on the time. This is the divine's work, you guys. You are being I was going to say you are being so worked on, but you are being worked on by the divine. You are being rebuilt by the divine. So, again, maybe for some of you, right, that is something that you've had to do for, I don't want to cry. The other day, y'all made me cry, okay, because I picked up on somebody's energy that was feeling very sad, okay, very sad that this shit, it was the energy of somebody feeling like defeated, like saying, when is this shit gonna be over? Like a feeling of exhaustion, sad, just like, I can't do this no more, right? And maybe that's what I'm picking up on right now, and that you're extra sensitive at this time because you know now 555. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, cosign, and I didn't even say it yet. And maybe right now, like, you're starting to realize that you don't feel like that no more, that you don't feel sad no more, that you feel joy. Maybe you're starting to feel now the love, right? The love. You're starting to feel because everything was turned off and you've turned it back on by yourself with the divine. Okay, Spirit is showing me that that image that I saw in meditation that I told you guys about, of somebody being held by massive wings, like lights, just like wings of lights, like this kind of lights. And those were how bright those wings were. I never saw a body or anything, right? You were the body. You were blocking the body of this angel. But you are being carried right now by divine beings of light. And that is the reason why you are being worked on. You were being worked on, right? You were being worked on. But right now, it's kind of like if you're a parent, you're going to understand this analogy, right? You teach your children how to walk because they fall, they got little Bambi legs, right? But you teach them, you're like, no, it's like this, come on. You hold their hand and they're like, okay. Or you get them one of the little pushy thingies. I don't know what they're called, okay? I know what they're called in Spanish. I don't know what they're called in English. But you get them one of those little pushy thingies and they push while they're learning how to walk, and they have no idea, right? They have no clue that what they're actually doing is learning how to walk. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you so much. That is a perfect analogy, right? The little toddlers don't know that what you're doing by buying them that little toy is that you're teaching them how to walk. 808 on the time. You're teaching them how to walk, but they don't know that, right? And that's exactly what's been happening ever since you had this spiritual awakening. From that moment, you were being worked on day and night by the divine, and you didn't even know it, right? So then now that you're experiencing like this overflow of sensitivity about little things that you're like, damn, Mitch, why the fuck am I crying? Because they're flipping burgers, right? You know what I'm saying? It's something like that. And the divine was basically teaching you these tools that you already know. They were just turned off. I picked up on this energy in like 2 readings ago, I think, where there's a lot of self what is it, Spirit? I don't know. It'll come back. Like, ooh, now my right ear clogged. I was gonna say something and then I heard something and I was like, I'm told to pay attention. And maybe that's what some of you need to do. Some of you need to start paying attention. Okay, so thank you, Spirit. So that's what it is. Some of you need to start paying attention to why it is that you're being so sensitive. Maybe some of you are like, damn, I cry for every single little thing and I don't even know why. This is why. Because your soul is remembering things that it already knows how to do. So again, you can be like, let's say you're a healer, right? You didn't know you were a healer because you were asleep, and then you had people in your energy that did everything under the sun to make sure that that didn't happen. Remember, we were picking up on that energy of like that destiny swapping. You know, somebody didn't want you to lift the veil and see, because they knew you were amazing. They knew you were great. They knew that you have that you have power. You have the power to heal. That's huge. You can heal yourself and you can heal others. And that's why you pick up on a lot of extra, maybe that's why you're extra sensitive, because you're picking up on all these energies. And so you're like, why am I crying? It might not be your energy. So thank you. That's the reason. And you know, surprisingly, literally, there's a dad pushing his daughter in that little thing that I'm telling you about. So maybe some of you are doing that, or maybe some of you are, okay, so maybe some of you are in the beginning stages and some of you are already more advanced, right? So this is, then this pay attention is for those of you who might just be entering this moment of being extra sensitive, and Spirit saying to pay attention to that energy. Sit in it for a second. If you're like overly emotional, right, or you get sad out of nowhere and you're like, oh my God, I was just sitting here watching cartoons, why am I crying? It's not your energy, boo-boo. Okay, it's not. So now not only are you a healer, now you can pick up on other people's energy. Again, spiritual upgrades, gifts being given to you by the divine at this time, because you've done the work. 2222. Because you've done the work, you've done the healing. And for those of you that are just beginning, you're gonna get there. Keep doing what you're doing. Do not stop. Don't throw in the towel on that energy that I was picking up on, like feeling like, when is this shit gonna be over? It will be over. You just have to have patience. Okay, I heard my child. You have to have patience, my child. I heard my child literally after I said you have to have patience. So that is Spirit. You have to have patience. Getting impatient and then taking it out on God, that doesn't help. Getting impatient and then going back to people that wanted to keep you asleep, that doesn't help. Getting impatient and going back to people that were trying to take your destiny, that were trying to take your path, because we have the first one that came out with Soul's Journey. These people knew that once you got on this journey, everything was gonna crack open. Love, your soul, your spirit, your joy, your gifts, your power, says Spirit, everything was gonna crack open. And I feel like motherfuckers is scared. Okay, they are scared. Because I'm talking to somebody who has beyond power. I feel like, okay, let's say for example, right, you know you're a healer, you know you work with herbs and that's what you're like really focused on right now, right? But then again, all of a sudden, this is just for shits and giggles, okay? I'm just saying, but it's really not, because this shit happens, right? So let's just say for example, you know you're a healer, right? You heal yourself. Hold on. You heal yourself and you heal others, right? Okay, cool. But then out of nowhere, let's just say for example, you poured yourself a glass of water in a clear glass. You set it down on the table, and let's just say you were gonna read a book, start a book, read a book, and you open the book, right, and you're about to drink that water, and you look at that water, and then you see things inside that glass, and you get freaked out at first, and you're like, holy shit. And you look again, and it's still there, and you see what is happening. I just heard I can never say perfect, prophetic dreams, prophetic message is what I heard, prophetic message. So maybe you're not gonna have prophetic dreams like that a lot of most people that pick up energy have. You're gonna see them in the glass. I mean, I'm not saying you're not gonna dream, right? You are gonna dream, and you might get messages in your dream as well, but nothing as clear. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. See, everything happens for a reason in a read. So I was gonna say, not like you can have dreams and get messages in your dream state, right? But nothing like you would in that glass. Why? Because it's gonna be clear. You're gonna see right through it. So it's like literally having that vision happen right in front of you is what that's giving. Some of you are going to be able to see a glass of water and see an entire scene play out almost. It's like right now, right? If I pick up all my cards right now, and I walk, you're going to be able to see all that through a glass of water is what this is giving. Wow. Oh shit. And I'm sorry. I started to shuffle, but when the card went down, the card that was here was awakening. So that's why I say some of you might just be awakening to this new gift, to Spirit, to a new gift, to new powers, to new capabilities, to new aspects of your life. Just that new. I did say 555. Like, a lot of us are going to be experiencing change, and change for the better, says Spirit, for the better. And I feel like others are going to experience other shit, but that ain't none of our business. So next, let's go to the next card, Spirit, please, and thank you. We have insight on the bottom of the deck. Color. How many? I have 5 already? Look what's on the bottom of the map. So I think I said it right. When 222 came out, I said it. Like, maybe things are being balanced out right now for everybody, and because you're in alignment for it. And I have been picking up a lot of colors for you guys. I mean, we got red out here, red and purple. Red, they say, right? Red is the color of love. What was that card? Hold on. Okay. Oh, this was enlightenment. So you're being enlightened. Again, you're being guided, you're being worked on. A lot of you I feel like are just somebody's name can start with the letter A. I literally saw an A. Somebody's name can start with the letter A. You are the universe. So yeah, so that one is enlightenment, and here we have alignment. Okay, and so it came out anyways. I said it and it came out anyways. Like, yeah, you are in perfect alignment for something here. There's only light. That's this card. There's only light. That's what it says. There's only light. This is giving me like the energy of like your pathway. in this new energy, in this new alignment, in this new rebirth. I heard elevation. In this new elevation, there's only light. There's nothing else. There's no room for darkness. Thank you, Spirit. There's no room for darkness. There's only light. Okay, there's only light. There's no room for darkness. Anything else, Spirit? All right, so we have remembrance. What did I say? What did I say? Your soul is remembering all these things that it once felt. But because I feel whoever was behind all this, like bibbity bob, these evil eyeing your shit, this flipping, swapping destinies or taking what belongs to you, thieving asses, I feel like they knew from the moment that they met you, however long that was. If they met you a week ago, or if they met you 20 years ago. 111, as I said that. They knew who you were from the gate. They knew who you were. They knew you were spiritual. They knew you were of the divine. They knew that you were of the light. Nothing but light. They knew that that's what you were. You were nothing but light. You are nothing but light. We have joy literally right behind this. Right behind remembrance is joy. And didn't that say, no, that was the craft. Okay, so I think so the soul's journey was the moment your tower hit and you had your spiritual awakening. That's that moment was the moment that you immediately remembered. All right, okay, hold on. Right here. This right here, your soul's journey, from that very moment, in the moment you had that spiritual awakening, right there, your soul embarked. Thank you, Spirit. Your soul embarked on this journey of remembrance. Okay? Of remembrance. Okay? And so we had your soul's craft. So that's the divine working on you, crafting you to remember, right? For you to remember the craft of your soul, to remember your soul's voice. Like the divine working on you got you to a place where you're like, it's like deja vu. Deja vu is not deja vu. Deja vu is like, I've done this before, right? Why do I feel like I've been here? It's your soul remembering, right? Even though you know that you've never been there before. Like if you come to this park, you're like, why do I feel like I've been here before? And this is literally the very first time I sat on this park. I don't even live in this neighborhood. I don't even know this neighborhood. I never even been to this city. I came to this city because my friend invited me. But I live like 2 hours away from here. So why do I remember this park? It's your soul. It's your soul. Your soul's remembering. We're going to see this Pisces one. Because I don't understand. I mean, maybe you could be a Pisces. Or your person can be a Pisces. Now again, your soul's love. That's another thing that woke up. Right? Again, love for other people. Love for self is what I honestly feel. Because if you are a chosen one, if you identify yourself as a divine being of God, right? Love is what you operate on. You stay in that energy. You do things with love. You talk to people with kindness, with love. You know, you're not a evil person, a malicious person, right? So you remember that. Or you abide by that. You obey by that. You take pride in that. These are things I'm hearing, guys. Like, you take pride in doing things the correct way, the right way, the loving way. But the soul's love, what I get with this is self-love. The love for you. You forgot it. Because you were too busy giving it to motherfuckers that didn't deserve it. It wasn't reciprocated back to you the same way, right? Or even if it was like cloaked in something else. Like, for example, right? If you had a person who was like a narcissist, right? They would turn it around and say things like, well, I mean, like I said in my last video, well, I only did that because you did da-da-da-da-da. And then they make you feel guilty, right? And it works because you operate from the heart space. So it hurts your feelings and you cry and you're like, damn, that is my fault. And then what do? You turn around because, again, you're doing things from a place of love, right? So what do? You turn around and you're like, oh, I'm so sorry I did that. You're right. If I wouldn't have done that, then you wouldn't have done that. It's like a mind fuckery that they play. It's like straight mind fuck. You know? I don't know if you guys heard that. The little birdies are talking to me through that big old tree. I'm gonna take a picture of it and post it so you guys can see this massive ass tree. But yeah, so again, you're like it's a mind fuck, right? A complete mind fuck, says Spirit. Towards where it's like they tell you, right? Oh yeah, I did that because you did this, and then you think about it and you're like, damn, they're right. And then you go back and you're like, you know what? I'm sorry. You are right. I love you. I'm so sorry. I will never do that again. And you don't. And then that stupid ass feels like, oh. You know what I'm saying? Very douchey. I'm getting like a very douchey energy. Just a straight douchebag. Right? This person felt big because you didn't love yourself. They knew by you not loving yourself that they can walk all over you. I was gonna say it earlier, but I didn't want to. But Spirit keeps showing me. It's giving me like puppet master energy. I literally saw a hand do this, like it's giving Pinocchio, right? The wooden boy. Yeah, it's giving puppet master. Right? That they were pulling your strings along, and so they knew that in the moment you found the love for you again, you were gonna tell them to go fuck off. So they were perfectly happy. Confirmation. Somebody sneezed hard right now. They knew the moment that you found the love for yourself, that they will no longer be. Maybe you need to incorporate colors into your wardrobe, because this just says colors. So I don't know, inviting bright colors, like if you're not a person that does red or orange or green or purple or blue, right? You're like, oh, I'm more of a black. Black looks thin and it goes with everything. Okay, then put on stuff, right? That is with color. If you want to wear black pants and a black top, cool, do that. Your earrings could be purple, your rings could be yellow and green, and your hair tie is pink, and you know what I'm saying? Like, Spirit doesn't want you to change. I just heard you don't have to change. That's what I just heard. You don't have to change. There's nothing that you need to change. Because I feel whoever you are amazing just like that. Because you're somebody that does the right thing. You're just somebody that speaks up when needs to speak. When you are someone that speaks up when you need to speak up. You are someone that is... you are someone that does everything right, says Spirit. It's like I say, right? Lo bueno es lo bueno y lo malo es lo malo. There's no in between. It's like what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. There's no in between. There's not. It's either you're right or you're wrong. And you do things on the right side of things. right? It's almost like you're the kind of person, you're not a liar. Spirit's saying you're not a liar. You don't lie. You're the kind of person, okay, if you have a best friend, right, and you have to tell your best friend something, but you know that when you tell your best friend this thing, you're going to lose your best friend forever. They're not going to be your best friend anymore. Or they might get pissed off and not talk to you until they cool down and they're like, okay, I appreciate that. You do it anyways. You're not the kind of person that's like, no, I'm gonna lie and not say anything, because if I do, then I'm gonna, thank you, Spirit. That just resonated on something personal, y'all. Ooh, in my ears, it's like, on the money, I'm on the money. Yeah, like, you're that kind of person, so you're gonna tell your best friend the truth. You're like, you might hate me, you might not, but I have to be honest. Boop, 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 boop. And if this person is a real one, again, real recognize real, right? So if this person is a real one, they're gonna be like, for sure, I fuck with that. Or they're gonna be like, oh my god, da da da, blah blah blah. You just triggered their, your honesty triggered them. And I honestly, what I heard was your honesty triggers them. Your honesty triggers them. I feel like for whoever you are, whoever the fuck was around you that you got rid of, were people that, we're gonna clear this right now. Were people that, they were people that, that you just triggered. That's why they attacked you. That's why they would talk shit about you. That's why they would, whatever the fuck they did, that's why they did it. Because you are authentic. I heard authenticity, so you're authentic. There's no one else like you. And this is the problem that they have, that they don't live in their truth. They live behind a gajillion, a bazillion, whatever the fuck, how many masks. They are too scared, 212. They are too scared to walk around these parks with a real face. They don't have the balls. They don't have your soul's name. Your soul is calling your name. Again, pay attention. Listen to the signs, to the synchronicities, things that are being shown to you. You're not crazy, okay? If you heard something in your head, you're not crazy. If you felt that somebody whispered something in your ear, you're not crazy. If you felt a touch, if you felt an energy and that energy was loving and it just felt so great that it even made you cry, you're not crazy, okay? If you feel an energy and you just like, ugh, rebuke and transmute that shit immediately. Rebuke that shit in the name of Jesus, okay? Again, there's really heavy on the meditation, okay? Heavy on the meditation. Maybe some of you need to meditate more so you can really start listening. You know that saying that says, I hear you, yes, you hear me, but are you listening? Is what this is giving. So it's like you hear it, but are you listening? So you're being asked to pay attention, okay? This shit flew. Oh my god. Maybe you guys can benefit right now from frequencies. Because we have Soul's song, and look at the wings on the very top. This is beautiful. For whoever you are, I cannot begin to tell you just how happy and excited I am for you. Don't look back. Do not look back. There's nothing for you back there. And there's a whole lot for you forward. Moving forward. Thank you, Spirit. Moving forward. 4433. Okay? Don't look back there. No matter, even if you hear a read that says, oh, you're supposed to be with your past person, yeah, maybe they betrayed you, but your past person is working on themselves now. If that's the case, spirit is going to make that happen. Don't do nothing. Do not do anything. Oh, well, I heard in a read yesterday. Plus, you should never be making any life decisions like that based on a reading. You should be going within and asking spirit, asking your ancestors, asking your angels, asking your spirit team. Okay? You should never base your decisions on a reading, on a tarot read, energy read, whatever. You should never do that. But yeah, there's nothing for you back there. There's nothing for you there. Healing. You've done the healing. And again, with those wings, I feel like for whoever I'm talking to, these wings and this light represent, again, I'm picking up on that energy of somebody that has been in the struggle for a really long time. And I feel like your spirit team just wants to come in and give you some R&R. And yesterday we picked up on the 4 of Cups, right? Just chillaxing, relaxing. So I heard mental break. Okay? So a lot of you might need a mental break, a vacation, a nap. Okay? Shit. Lord knows I need a nap. I got 3 babies. Yeah. So I feel like that's what those wings represent, because you were being carried, right? Therefore, it's okay to relax. So you don't have to do anything right now. Especially, again, like I said, if you are hearing in readings that you're supposed to be with your past person and your past person is going through a ego death and experiencing a spiritual awakening, blah, blah, blah. If that is true, Spirit will put that into perspective. Spirit will make it happen. Spirit will give you a sign or of some form that you're gonna say, oh yeah, they've changed. Oh yeah, they're different. Because people do change. People can change. Not all the time. And I would say not a lot of the time. Okay, because I feel like 95% of the time people don't fucking change. You are who you are. And that's that. Okay? No matter what is presented to you. Okay? So, yeah, and I feel like that's what Spirit wants to give you. Know, Spirit wants you to relax. Spirit wants you to just relax. For a lot of you, I feel like you're being told to relax because you're about to find out, experience something great. If it's gonna be different for everybody, so I can't say, oh, you're gonna experience this and you're this and you this, but all of you are about to experience something great, a massive change, Maybe some of you are going to connect with your soul tribe, with your real family, with your ancestors, with your tribe. I just heard, with your tribe. We have grounding as well, and I just said that. Continue to stay grounded. Again, meditating in nature, at a park, bro, I can't make this up, okay? I cannot make it up. What did I just say? Stay in meditation. Authentic truth. Didn't I just say you were a truth speaker? I said you are not a liar. You're not a liar. You are authentic. You are the real deal. Oh my God. You are the real deal, says Spirit. There is nothing fake about you. There is no fake bone in your body. That is what I just heard. And I'm starting to itch. I've been itching. I just don't want to mess up my hair. I've been itching though. Yeah, you are authentic. You are an authentic truth. You collective, okay? Wow, I can't make it up, you guys. I can't. Spirit won't let me. Soul family. We had Soul Tree and Soul Family. Maybe, yeah, maybe some of you guys are about to connect with your soul tribe. Maybe you guys are about, I just heard celestial beings. Maybe some of you are going to connect with other celestial beings. Maybe you're a celestial being and that's what you're going to find out. That's an authentic truth, right? That's real. Whether you want to believe it or not, honey, that is real. Being a celestial being, a starseed, okay? Maybe that's why Spirit told me to choose these cards. Okay, and I didn't even clear anything because Spirit is inward revelations. Didn't I just say this? Spirit keeps co-signing me, dude. And there goes my nose. Ugh. Okay, so I'm getting an image. So I was watching this last night and I fell asleep and I finished watching it earlier today. I woke up like at 7:30, 8:30 in the morning. By 10, I was finishing the rest of the movie. I watched that movie Avatar, but I watched part 2. When they're under the water, I think it's called Underwater. I don't know what it's called. I just know it's called Avatar. The blue ones, yeah, them. Because I've been telling my son that I want to go watch part 3. I don't know why I'm saying this. Spirit put the image of the main girl in my, I just saw her in my third eye. When I closed my eyes, I straight up saw her. So I don't know, if you've never seen that movie, maybe go watch that movie. Okay. So everything happens for a reason. So when we were done watching the movie, me and my son started talking about it, right? And he called them, my son, my oldest, he called them, yeah, he's like, they're celestial beings. Because I was like, oh my God, they're so sick. They look so dope. They look so fly. And this, that. And like they connect with nature. Some of them are from the forest and others are from the water. Okay? So this is giving very elemental. Okay? So maybe that's a gift that you have. That you can maneuver the wind. Confirmation. Did you see that? And I even heard it drop. It was like a leaf. Yeah, so this is giving very elemental. Maybe you can bend the air or bend the water, you know, things like that. Because the reason why I wanted to see part 2 was because part 3 is about to come out, I think in December or something. And I was like, oh, I want to see part 2 so then I can be caught up and watch part 3. And part 3 is all about fire. So it's giving very elements. Part 1 doesn't part 1 is the forest, earth, Mother Gaia. Part 2 is water. Part 3 is fire. I don't know. This is significant it's significant. Why? I don't know, but it's very much significant. And this one says inward revelation. So again, like I said, don't ever base your decisions on a read, right? Go within, and that's how you're gonna get your answers. Maybe some of you have been asking Spirit things and you're not paying attention, and Spirit's already like, hello, over here, but you're not paying attention. So maybe that's why you're being pushed to be in meditation, so you can get inward revelation. You can get your answers in meditation. Okay? Wow, very interesting. And so, like I was saying, so I told my son, I was like, wow, they look so sick, they look dope, they look like this, they look like that. And it just reminded me of, like, I even mentioned it. I told them, I was like, they look like because they're big, they're huge, they're massive, right? I was like, oh, that reminds me, because I've seen videos on the Anunnaki, and they describe them like that, like big, huge, right? And the Pleiadians and the Arcturians and the Lyrans and all, all those celestial beings are massively tall. So I told him that. And I feel like Spirit is putting her image in my face, because some of you, one, are celestial beings, not of this world, right? A starseed of some sorts, right? Again, an unbelievable source of power, says Spirit, right? And then two, I feel like for whoever you are that message is for, you connect with the forest, you connect with the trees, you connect with earth, with the dirt, with the grass. I feel like that's the reason why that leaf fell. Okay, you connect with the earth, with the grass, with the dirt, with the trees, with the little thingies that you find, all that. You connect with all that, because the image that I got was of her, and she's of the forest. And even in part 2, when they're with the crew that's for the water, because they're two different crews, right? But one's of the water, the other one's of the forest. But when she joined in part 2, she joins the ones of the water. When she does that, she still stays true to her nature, to the forest. I don't know why I'm saying this, okay? Maybe this is gonna make sense to somebody. I don't know. Okay, I'm being told to tell you, go to the forest and connect. Go to the forest and meditate. I don't know what that looks like. It could look like a park. It could look like... Go to the forest, get in meditation, and you're going to remember. You're going to feel it, says Spirit. And you hear right now how the wind just picked up. That tree is moving like crazy. The wind just picked up. So this is what I'm saying. You need to be in meditation. Ugh. I can't make this shit up. Who are you? Please tell me so we can be besties. Look at this. Light beings. Light beings. Look at that. You see that right there? I can't make it up, you guys. I feel like whoever you are, light beings are looking at you. You are being, I heard, you are being guided, you are being looked at, you're being discovered, you are being, wow. You're gonna remember. You're gonna remember that this is who you are. You're gonna remember. Because you've done the work, you've done the healing work. Okay, this is the next level that Spirit was talking about. Thank you. Remember I said, right, I don't know what word I used. You're elevating, or you're reaching higher levels in spiritually speaking. You're reaching a different level now. And now you're going to start to remember. Okay, so that's why you're being told to stay in meditation, to stay in prayer, because you are going to receive your answers through there. And some of you, it needs to be at the park. I'm like in a forest, like where I'm at. Even if it's like 10 minutes, do it. Some of you need to do it at the park. Confirmation. You hear that, dog? You hear that, dog? I know you hear that, dog. It sounds like a damn chihuahua. They bark so loud and annoying. I'm so sorry if you have a chihuahua, but they are, okay? But yeah, maybe, again, maybe right now, like I said, you're just starting to pick up on energy. And then later you're going to be able to see through the glass. And then later you're going to remember that this is who you are. This is what you are. And then you're going to realize, or then you're going to know the plan. You're going to, when this happens, when you remember, you're going to figure out right then and there what your soul's purpose is. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Wow, somebody somebody's soul, somebody's spirit is waking up to who they are, to remembering who they are. Because you've always been that. It was just asleep. It was just taking a nap, says spirit. That's what I heard. It was taking a nap. It was taking a nap. And that's why motherfuckers out here wanted you asleep, right? But you ain't asleep no more. You are woke. Wide awake, I would say. Okay? And this is what they feared, says spirit. This is what they feared, because they know how powerful you are, and they know who is with you. You got God. You got your whole entire divine team, spirit team, your ancestors, your angels. You have celestial beings. I just heard ascended masters. Bro, the spiritual team behind you. Look it. This is why I say I cannot make this shit up. Soul Tree came out again, but this time it came out with there's only light. For whoever is going to be coming in, there it's only light. This is giving, so I heard something today. I don't know if it was Intuitive Kev's video that I saw or Maji Got the Tea. I can't remember. One of them two said it. That this is a situation, they said, where, you know, you've been fucked over so many times and you had to rebuild and rebuild and rebuild, that you're side-eyeing everybody, that you're thinking like everybody's out to get you. And this is giving that. No, not everybody's out to get you. Your soul tribe is coming, or you're about to, your soul tree, right? This is, every time I see, I get family. So maybe you're about to see who your soul family is, and they are all of the lights. Thank you, Spirit, and 144, as I said that. There's only lights. So whoever is part of your soul tree, and this can be your ancestors, celestial beings, ascended masters, okay? They're all of the lights, and they are about to come and join you. And again, look at this person is meditating. This is going to happen in meditation. We got let go at the bottom of the deck. And I said that, right? Again, let that go. Let that past go. There's nothing there, because whoever's coming is of the lights. Light beings are about to enter. I saw Divine Masculine again right now. Maybe this person coming in is also a starseed, a divine being, a celestial being. Because I was picking up, was I picking that up yesterday? Or was it the read before that, where I was saying that you two coming together are going to create, yeah, I think it was yesterday's, that are going to create, you know, abundance, wealth, prosperity. Like, again, with the colors. Okay? Add some colors. Or maybe, okay. You're not gonna make me cry, collective. Okay? You are not. And I don't even think I'm gonna use the Kipperish, y'all. Again, awakening. So this is what I was gonna say. You are not going to make me cry. For some of you, your world has been dark for a minute. Everything has been gloomy, dark, gray. Right? For a cool minute. For a cool minute. And maybe that color card, because it only says color and it has a heart. So maybe, maybe your heart was blackened. It was darkened. I don't want to say black. It was darkened. Maybe, again, you lost love for people. You lost love for self. You were lost. It was dark. It was dark, says Spirit. And so now, Life is, I can't make this up, you guys. And now life is about to, now the divine is throwing the color back into this darkness, back into your heart, because you did the work by healing, by awakening and healing. Those two cards came out, awakening and healing. So by awakening and healing, now you've awakened your soul, you've awakened your spirit. And because you've done the work on it, that's why now the divine is slapping color in there, slapping some blues, some red, some orange, some green. The sun is out. The sun is like a bright yellow, just an amazing. Oh my God, you know what song I'm hearing? I'm walking on sunshine. Oh, and don't it feel good? Yes. Wow. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. Collective, yes. I'm so happy for you. Oh my God. Don't cry. Someone's crying. Don't cry. Don't cry. Oh my God. Actually, you know what? Cry. Because those tears are different now. They're not of sadness. They're not of hurt. They're not of being depressed or lonely and scared. No, those tears now are different. Those are tears of joy, of happiness. Look at the wind picking up, you guys. They're tears of joy, of happiness, of gratefulness. I don't know if that's a word, but of being grateful. I'm speaking to somebody that is oh so grateful. Because it's you know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing somebody in like a dark room, just like this. It is dark. Not no more. Not no more. Spirit opened that curtain, the sun came in, woke you up, and now I'm seeing a rainbow. Now I'm seeing a rainbow. Your angels came in. And they healed your heart, Divine Feminine? They healed your heart, Divine Feminine? And now you're open. I feel like, you know what this is giving? You know how I went like this? Like my ear is just, but that's what I feel that your heart is doing at this time. Like it's pulsing. So maybe that's why my ear got plugged, right? Like I can feel the pulse of your heart. Oh my God. Because this is what this is giving me. It's giving me boom, boom, boom. That's what I get. You see these little things here? Aren't they like, they look like those noise waves, says Spirit, noise waves. So yes, I picked up on your heart, Divine Feminine. Well, don't worry, sweetheart. Because what's coming for you, it's gonna if you cried a little bit right now, what's coming in for you is gonna have you, look, Soul's Craft again, and grounding. A lot of the same cards are coming out, you guys. So this is, again, pay attention and listen. If you need to watch the video again, do so, okay? Or go back and again, pay attention. Okay, pay attention to the signs, pay attention to the synchronicities, pay attention to your dreams, pay attention. Even if you're like, did I just really hear that? Nah, that was not me. Write it down, because yes, you did hear it, you heard it, you're not crazy. Again, Soul's Craft, like that. Remembrance, like the same cards keep coming out, you guys. So I think that's that. Let's see if the Kipperish wants to say anything, okay? Well, actually, I did want to clear out that Pisces one. Let's see what this Pisces one meant. Okay, let's see what this Pisces one was about. Spirit, what's going on with this Pisces? Let's fix these before we get popping, because see, And I flipped them all yesterday. I don't know what be happening to these dang cards, because I told y'all I'm my spiritual baby. He be messing with my cards. It's my oldest. He's was because I have an oldest who's 21, and then I have an oldest who's 6. Because then the rest of his siblings are, you know, younger. But yeah, you guys, ants are crawling on me. Ooh, Spirit says that's how you're gonna have these people crawling all over you because of whatever it is that you're receiving. Or maybe they're gonna come back crawling. Oh, forgive me, I'm so sorry. When they realize, I don't know. That was significant though, because I saw like 2 or 3. Okay, Spirit, what is this Pisces? What is it? I don't even know how to pronounce that. Pisces. Worship at Pisces. What is this Pisces, Spirit? Opposition. Maybe there's a Pisces that was doing shit to you. Because opposition. Look. False. Paperwork, documents. This is clarifying Pisces. Okay? The heck? What is this Pisces, Spirit? What is this Pisces? Or maybe you're going to find out some truth about a Pisces. Or maybe you're this Pisces. Oh. Flip it where it gotta go. Unbothered? Courthouse? So maybe you were dealing with a Pisces that lied about something, but you don't even give a shit. Or maybe somebody's going down for something that they did, right? And you're not gonna give a fuck. I don't know. Let's just see what this is about. Okay, cause I don't know. I don't know why I'm getting when the moon is in Pisces, the full moon or something about the moon in Pisces. Okay, commitment flipped over. Commitment. Well, I mean, somebody's jealous that you're about to be in a commitment and envious that you're about to be in a commitment. I'm telling you. Alright. Hold on. What's this commitment, Spirit? Rising star. Rising star. Ooh, I gotta go. If nothing comes out of this, I'm gonna stay with commitment and rising star, because what else is there? You're on the rise. You're a star seed. Okay, we got rituals in reverse. Please. And you're about to be in a loving commitment that might even end up in marriage. Okay. And yes, and motherfuckers is mad. They're pressed. Anything else, Spirit, before we go? Wow. That's beautiful. Change. All right, I'm gonna close it out with this. You ain't this person no more. You've changed. Maybe people are even seeing that you've changed, that you look different, okay? And they don't want that. They don't want that, because now that thank you, Spirit, okay. They don't want this change. They don't like this change. They're envious of this change. They are jealous of this change that you were able, you know what I just heard? You were able to shed all that skin. All this dead skin is what it's giving. And look, ahí voy otra vez. Ooh, and I'm feeling the energy, you guys. You were able to shed all that. Everything you went through. The past, these people, you were able, it's like you are in a fresh new suit. You're in fresh skin. Like I was saying yesterday, you are like this fucking juicy iceberg lettuce that everybody's looking at the supermarket, right? And they're like, ooh, that lettuce right there look cool. Green, this and that. It's, you know, round, da da da. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people are looking at that lettuce, and you're that lettuce. It's what I get. Because you're in this energy now. You looking good. You smelling good. You looking right. Motherfuckers is out here mad as fuck because you changed, and that's why you're on the rise, and you're gonna be in a loving commitment. And this just says commitment, right? It has the marriage. It doesn't have to be that. You can be in a committed partnership with somebody that is gonna put you on the rise. Or, like I said yesterday, ugh, bro, I can't. Look at what was slipping out, what was peeking through. It was literally peeking through on the very top. It was like this, and I picked it up and I saw priest. It was like this. Okay? I don't know about this priest, but we ain't even gonna get into that. But we definitely gonna get into this because we were picking up on this energy already. You are this starseed. Okay? You are on the rise. And for whoever you are, motherfuckers don't want it. Okay? People don't want it. They want you asleep. But honey, you're past woke is what it's giving. You're beyond woke. Okay? You're beyond woke. I just heard you have risen. You're beyond woke. You are stepping into your soul's truth of who you really are and what you're really meant to do here on this earth. You are not here by coincidence. Everything that you've went through, it's not by coincidence. Everything that has happened to you, good, bad, horrible, terrible, it is not by coincidence. Okay? And 1717 on the timer. And you are about to find out why. So therefore, pay attention, collective, okay? Stay in meditations and you will get your answers. Have a notebook every time you go and meditate. Even if you just saw a bird in your mind's eye, write it down. Because there is a meaning for it. Remember, I always tell you guys, something just flew behind here. I don't know what it was. I always tell you guys that, I wrote down in my notebook that I wrote down the crow what did I put? I put the crow, the messenger. That's all I put. And I don't know, spirit just guided me back to that. So that's why I'm saying, maybe some of you are like, dude, like I can't be really doing that. Yes, you could really be doing that. You're gonna be doing that. Stop doubting yourself. Okay? Maji was talking about that. She just posted a video where she was talking about that some people in the collective don't feel worthy of their gifts, that they don't feel worthy that the Most High has picked them, that they don't feel worthy of doing God's work, or that are in that energy, or that don't believe still that they're like that maybe somebody is like that, right? Feels that they're not worthy. You are worthy, collective, of this. This is your journey. This is what you're meant to be doing. Again, stop doubting yourself and stop. That's old mentality, says spirit. That's the old you. The old you had doubt. The old you had fear. The new you, nah. The new you ain't scared of shit. The new you ain't doubting nothing. The new you loves themselves. The new you is 10 feet tall. Maybe that's why I was coming up on that movie. Also, watch that movie if you haven't watched it. Okay? And to be honest, if you watch them, cool. But go back and watch part 1. Because I don't know why I'm being very guided to tell you to focus on that girl. So in part 1, you'll see the two that fall in love. She teaches him everything about the forest and how you can connect with their goddess. I don't know. Something about that is significant. Okay? I love you guys so much. This was a wonderful, wonderful message. You are worthy, collective. The Most High loves you. The angels love you. Your ancestors love you. Celestial beings are watching over you. I just heard, remember to wrap your crown. Okay? Maybe you guys are going to be receiving everything through your crown chakra. And these bitches know that. And they might want to come in through there. Okay? So remember to wrap your crown. Mwah. Love you guys. Bye.